The novel strain of the global pandemic virus and the flu can cause similar symptoms. However, there are several differences between them. But as the test positivity rate of the pandemic disease is growing again, so it's essential for us to know if you are suffering from mild fever, body ache, headache or sore throat or cough. Are you affected by the new strain of the pandemic virus? Or it's a symptom of flu and fever? In this video, we will discuss the difference between the symptoms of mutated pandemic virus and the flu, signs and symptoms, treatment and preventive measures for you and your loved ones. So keep watching, and if you are new to this channel and want to know scientific medical updates by doctors and research-based authentic medical videos, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notification every time we upload a video. Viral infection attacks your respiratory system, your nose, throat and lungs. This is commonly called as flu or influenza, but it's not the same as stomach flu virus that causes diarrhea and vomiting. There are 4 types of influenza virus: A, B, C and D. Human influenza A and B viruses causes seasonal symptoms almost in every change of season. For most people, the flu resolves on its own, but sometimes flu and its complications can be deadly. People at higher risk of developing flu complications include: number 1, young children under age 5 and especially those under 6 months. Number 2, adults older than age of 65. Number 3, residents of nursing homes and other long-term healthcare facilities. Next, pregnant women and women up to 2 weeks after giving birth. Number 5, people with weakened immune system. Number 6, people who have chronic illness such as asthma, heart disease, kidney disorders, liver problems and diabetes. And last but not the least, people who are very obese with a body mass index of BMI of 40 or higher. Symptoms. At first, the flu may seem like a common cold with runny nose, sneezing and sore throat, but symptoms usually develop suddenly. Common signs and symptoms of the flu include fever, aching muscles, chills and sweats, headache, dry persistent cough, shortness of breath, tiredness and weakness, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, eye pain, vomiting and diarrhea, sometimes change in or loss of taste or smell, although this is more frequent with the novel pandemic virus. A fever is a higher than normal body temperature. It's a sign of your body's natural fight against the infection. For adults, a fever is when your temperature is higher than 100.4 degree Fahrenheit. The average normal body temperature is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. When you or your child's temperature rises a few degrees above normal, it's a sign that your body is healthy and fighting against infection. But when a fever rises above 102 degree Fahrenheit, it should be treated by the doctor. Again, a sore throat is a pain, scratchiness or irritation of the throat that often worse when you swallow. The most common cause of sore throat or pharyngitis is a viral infection. Now we will know some common types of fever. Number 1, intermittent fever. Intermittent fever is typically defined as a condition in which the body temperature remains 37 degree during the day but rises during the night. Number 2, continuous fever. Continuous fever is a medical condition during which the body temperature remains above normal levels throughout the day but doesn't fluctuate more than 1 degree centigrade. Number 3, remittent fever. Remittent fever is fairly similar to continuous fever as the high body temperature remains high throughout the day. However, unlike the latter, the temperature can fluctuate more than 1 degree centigrade in this condition. Number 4, acute high fever. As the name suggests, acute high fever is recognized with a sudden increase in the body temperature. It can cause tiredness, fatigue, body ache along with. Last but not the least, rheumatic fever. A rheumatic fever is caused by streptococcal bacteria. According to the medical experts and doctors, the bacteria initially causes throat infection. If it is left untreated, can lead to painful fever, white spots on the tonsil and tongue, etc. Those are some common symptoms of rheumatic fever. Now, when to call the doctor? If any of the following situations apply, call a doctor as soon as possible. Number 1, a fever accompanied by a stiff neck, confusion or irritability. Number 2, a fever remaining above 103 degree Fahrenheit longer than 3 hours even after home treatment. Number 3, a fever lasting longer than 2 days. Number 4, high fever accompanied by skin or body rash. Next, photophobia or irritated by light. Number 6, dehydration, less amount of urine, sunken eyes or pale face. Next, if fever accompanied by seizures or convulsion, you should call a doctor as early as possible. We all have to remember that any fever in an adult that goes above 104 degree Fahrenheit does not come down with treatment is a life-threatening condition, and you should call your doctor as early as possible for any ship to the nearest hospital. Next, the pandemic virus versus flu. How to know? The virus that causes the pandemic and the flu spread in similar way. They can both spread between people who are in close contact within 6 feet or 2 meters. The virus spread through respiratory droplets or aerosols released through talking, sneezing or coughing. These droplets can land in the mouth or nose of someone nearby or be inhaled. The signs and symptoms of both the disease can range from no symptoms to mild or severe symptoms. Because the pandemic virus and the flu have similar symptoms, it can be hard to diagnose which condition you have based on your symptoms alone. So testing is the only solution to identify whether you are suffering from the pandemic virus or a normal flu. Even you can also have both the disease at the same point of time. So if you are suffering from mild fever, headache, sore throat more than 48 hours, please test yourself either rapid antigen test or by RT-PCR. Always remember, early diagnosis and complete treatment can prevent further complications and save life. Subscribe the channel to get more health related updates.